Live from Center City, this is Good Day Philadelphia.
7:55. Shawnette and I were just talking in the commercial break there about, do you think we're going to have another 80 inches of snow this year? I go, there's no way, is there?
There's always a way.
That's true.
Just hopefully not as much. I don't mind the snow because it changes things up a little bit for us too.
True.
What we do going out and reporting and stuff.
But all that snow last year wreaked havoc on Rufus and Shaka Khan. On the roofs of the Delaware Valley. We got to repair them. Is it too late, Jen?
It's not too late, but let me tell you something. How cold it is out here, how cold it was this weekend, it feels like we need to start getting ready for 80-some inches of snow. Ron Hall, it's cold out here.
It's cold.
Okay, so as we talk about this, I know that we were talking last week about maybe doing a segment. Your phone is ringing off the hook because people are flipping out that they're going to get stuck under snow like last year.
Well, last spring we were backed up 6 months on repairing roofs and gutters.
Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what can happen if you haven't done the preventative maintenance. We're going to show you some dramatic pictures so we scare your fanny off so you'll act. What happened right there?
Well, this is damaged gutter due to ice and snow and the sliding off of a slate roof because it didn't have snow guards. Okay. So snow guards are important on a slate roof to keep the ice and snow from sliding off and crushing the gutters.
And that's something you guys do?
And we do it every day.
Okay. And then the next thing is this was just too much snow for the roof, and those people had to tolerate a leak until all of the snow melted?
Right, that's the problem with ice damming. That's where the ice and snow builds up on the roof and doesn't have anywhere to go. So it backs up underneath the shingles and can cause leaks, and you just have to wait it out. Could be several days.
What? Okay, so the last one is this scary, scary icicle one. This is the one that always gets me because I feel like I'm going to get beamed in the head when these things are falling off. But you say there's far worse damage to your roof.
Well, this issue is ice damming because of the roof surface itself is heated up because there's lack of insulation and ventilation in the attic.
Okay, so you say now is the time to get into the attic, and you say when it's before dawn, you want to get into your attic. And what are you looking for?
Well, it's important to get there before dawn so the sun isn't hitting the roof to warm it up. And look at the ceiling of the attic. You're looking for frost. If there's frost in the attic, that means there's a lack of ventilation or insulation or both.
Show me your little, I love your little show and tell thingy here. So when we talk about insulation, we had this in our old house. We didn't have enough. You guys come in and you literally measure how much insulation's up there.
Right, the current building code is an R38, which is 13 inches of insulation. So that R38 is to protect your attic from heat buildup in the winter. Really, that's the most critical time. Okay. People think of it in the summer for cooling, but it's for the winter to keep that moisture out of the attic.
Okay, and basically it's going to go up from there, though.
That's right. The current building code is R38. We expect it to go to R49 in the next couple of years.
Okay, so basically, again, we can't say this enough. If you don't do it now, there's very little you guys can do once the snow and the ice comes. Show me what we're looking at in this handy-dandy little thingy-boppy that you brought.
This is the floor of the attic, and we're looking for insulation at the floor of the attic, and this is typical construction. So the ceiling is what we're looking at, the ceiling of the attic. If there's any frost around nail tips in the attic, those are the nails that are holding on the shingles, that's an indication that there's probably a lack of ventilation. So the issue is we want to create a ventilation system that gets rid of that heat and moisture in the winter.
Okay, so my husband, who's able-bodied and listens to these TV segments, he can get up there and look at this stuff. Can anyone do it?
Absolutely, any homeowner can do that. And it's just a matter of looking up at the ceiling of the attic and looking for any frost before dawn so that the sun isn't heating the attic, and when it's below freezing outside.
So I got to say to Steve, wake up, Steve, and get up in, because I'm going to be kicking him if he doesn't do it. Because again, we'll say it again, it's freezing cold. If we got dumped with snow, there's nothing you can do if there's something wrong with it. You think it's funny? I keep saying
no, and those guys that aren't even handy, they can handle that one. All they have to do is get up there and look.
Okay. Anything else that we should be doing while it's freezing cold? I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's freezing cold.
Two things. Make sure that you take your hose off, your outdoor garden hose off of the hose faucet. Take that off.
Why do you do that?
Because it backs up water into the pipes and it can burst.
Okay, good. I did that.
And the other thing is make sure you clean your gutters and downspouts.
Yes. Okay, Mike and Shawnette, just so you know, it's Steve Frederick hears from Sally Ann Mosey that it's going to rain.
Right.
And he gets out this ladder because he's afraid of Ron Hall and whoever. And he's literally out there. And I'm like, babe, I need you to go get stuff for soup. And he's like, I got to clear out the gutters or it'll cost me so much.
I love that.
Because that's just how he says it.
Babe,
Babe, I got to clear out. I'm some kind of man. I got to clear.
That's right.
But apparently it works.
It does work, and it kind of turns you on. You have to admit it, Jen. Thank you.
Not really.
Okay. Has a
See, I
tool
like
belt
that she
on.
had a voice for him because you men always have a voice for us women.
Yes.
Like we all sound alike and we answer everything the same. It's shocking.
That's right, Shawnette. Good day. It is Monday, December 6th, 2010.
Why are you doing that for?